We'd like to welcome you tonight to Reeves Field. Tonight happens to be homecoming night for the Chiefs. They'll be playing Meadowview Christian shortly, and I'll be having some help come join me tonight. Keith Bryan will be with me live as we broadcast, and we're going to try something different tonight. We're going to be adding a little video. Don't fuss at me for trying to keep up. We're using a little webcam, so we'll do everything we can to show a little bit of the play. It's going to look like a bunch of ants running around. But be patient with us. We're going to give this a try tonight.
It's also homecoming tonight. We'd like to welcome all alumni back to Reeves Field.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? Apex Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finished warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
Deloach Wingate & Company is a professional certified public accountant firm located at 102 Riverside Drive in Eufaula, Alabama. The firm has been in business for 30 years and has developed a number of firm specialties, including individual, corporate, partnership, nonprofit income tax returns, individual audit services, tax compliance and consulting, single audits, governmental audits, month-end reporting, payroll preparation, quarterly and annual reporting, and other general accounting and taxation consulting. Please call Deloach Wingate & Company at 334-687-2108 or drop by their office for all of your accounting needs. Deloach & Wingate welcome the opportunity to support all of our local and surrounding schools with their athletic activities.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358. Your car is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive Collision Center. The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940. They work closely with all insurance companies or can give you a great price on your minor mishaps. And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers. Go by or give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 687-4400.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representative.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sam Wise in Eufaula today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's football time, and as always, Willie T's Chicken Fingers is in the starting lineup for all your tailgating needs. Make your way on over to Willie T's and check out our chicken fingers, wings, burgers, fries, coleslaw, and all the good menu items we have available for you. Don't forget to pick up your party tray for your next party or tailgate. And while you're there, make sure to pick up some of that wonderful Willie T's special sauce. Come see us at 126 State Docks Road or call 334-616-0075. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years, Wirtz Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Wirtz at 334-695-2820.
Hey, Doug, didn't they put that big house by you up for sale?
Yeah, but Lauren Streeter at Wiregrass Realty already sold it.
Well, what about that lake lot on the other side of you?
Lauren sold it also. She even got Mom a great deal on a house just down the street from us, and she sold Mama's house in Abbeville virtually, and for a lot more money than we thought it was worth.
Do you think she can find me a house?
Oh, yeah. Just call Lauren. Lauren Streeter, Wiregrass Realty, 805 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-614-7409.
As we're getting ready tonight, captains for the Chiefs, number 1, Lane Beasley, who's only a 10th grader, and number 11, Brandon Jackson. Once again, this is homecoming night, so we will be live streaming the homecoming festivities as well. So we're glad you're with us, and hope you'll hang out and watch us. Keith is getting ready. He's the main man tonight. He knows what he's doing. I'm just kind of learning. So as Keith gets ready and we get ready for the national anthem and all that good stuff, we'll be right back with you here in just one moment.
Located at the main gate coming into Reeves Field. Thank you very much.
Precision Body Works. Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Camlocker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Back at Reeves Field, we're just about to get ready for this contest tonight between the Lakeside Chiefs and the Meadowview Christian Trojans, I think. That's what I heard as I was walking in. Chris and I are going to bring the game to you tonight. And Chris, I saw the captains for Lakeside, but I missed the coin toss as to who won. Do you?
I was not paying attention. I was running commercials.
All right. Well, we'll know here shortly. This is just the second game of the season for the Chiefs. They were on the short end of the stick last week. They come in 0-1, but looking to get things on track here for homecoming 2021. And we'll pause right now for the prayer in the national
You
anthem.
have loved us and blessed us. Help us to do your will in everything we do, and help us to be good stewards of all your blessings. Lord, at this time we ask a special blessing on our friends from Selma who've driven over to Eufaula. We ask traveling mercies upon them as they return. We ask a special blessing on every family represented, every athlete. We ask that you keep everyone from harm. And Lord, help us to do your will as we go forward each and every day. It's in your name we pray, amen.
That was our national anthem as we are counting down to kickoff on the Precision Body Works pregame show here from Reeves Field on the campus of the Lakeside School here in Eufaula. And Lakeside in all blue tonight, blue pants, gray piping down the side, blue jerseys, gray numerals, and gray or silver, I suppose, headgear. Meadowview in all white tonight, white pants, white jerseys, black numerals, and black headgear. I understand, Chris, this is just the second or third year Meadowview back playing 11-man football. I think they played 8-man football for a number of years. So Meadowview back for years, very good program back years ago. Shane Wasden, the former coach at Eufaula High School, former Auburn Tiger football player, and, of course, former Troy University coach, actually played at Meadowview. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he played at Meadowview for his dad and Bobby Wasden. And Meadowview back in the 80s was a very, very good program. They were one of the original AISA schools back when they formed the AISA back, I guess, in the late 60s. So here come the Chiefs. A lot of excitement tonight for the Chiefs here for homecoming 2021. And they went all out tonight. I don't know if they did that for every home game or not, Chris. You probably know, but a young lady riding a paint horse carrying the American flag and a Lakeside Chiefs flag out at midfield as she came out during the national anthem. It was a pretty nice pageantry here before the game.
They have been doing that for a number of years. You will see number 12, Brody Horn, playing tonight. Brody used to ride one of those horses. Started that several years ago when they started attending Lakeside School, and it has become a very popular thing, and it was beautiful to watch.
So it will be Lakeside kicking off to begin the game. They'll be kicking with their back to the north end zone. So they'll be kicking from our right to left as we view the field from the home side here at Reeves Field. As I said, it'll be Meadowview on offense to begin with. Meadowview in all white uniforms, black numerals, black headgear. Lakeside in all blue.
Well, Keith, Lakeside dressed out a few additional players tonight.
Okay.
They filled out a few extra uniforms. They let the 8th graders play tonight because it was homecoming, and they needed a little more people on the sideline. I think was a good thing. Give them experience.
That's good. End over end kick that's going to come down about the 21-yard line. It's going to be a return up the near hash mark, a big hit on the tackle, just short of the 25-yard line. It looked like number 53 on that tackle, Justice Martin. He was listed as a defensive lineman for the Chiefs. He made a very nice tackle. And they'll have the nose into the ball just shy of the 25-yard line for the first possession of the night for Meadowview.
This ought to be interesting tonight. Lakeside has most, if not all, their players back from the COVID week last week. So it should be an opportunity for them to play a full roster.
Yeah, I understand. Lakeside only dressed 14 players last week. So number one, Alan Holt, a senior, listed as the wide receiver, will be playing quarterback for Meadowview tonight. They have 4 receivers to the right side of motion back across to the left. It's going to be a quarterback keeper looking to sweep the right side. There's a flag on the field, actually 2 flags on the field, one in the backfield, one around the line of scrimmage. That was really no gain as he was stretched out and run out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. We'll check and see what the penalties is. They may be 1, they may be 2. We'll wait and see what the officials call here.
It was kind of on the end of the line where there might be a holding.
Well, they're calling for Lakeside to see, so they're going to call a legal procedure. They might not have had enough guys on the line of scrimmage, or maybe I guess it would be a legal motion if he turned up soon, too quick, but apparently not enough men on the line of scrimmage, more than likely. They had 4 receivers on the right side. They sent 1 in motion. There was a holding in addition, so there was 2 penalties. Good call there, Chris. So they declined the procedure penalty, and they take the holding, which, of course, is 10 yards, and that'll march them back to the 15. It'll make it 1st and 20.
That's a great start for the Chiefs defense.
Right. We kind of got a late start here on the Precision Body Works pregame show. I'm able to give you the starters. And with that, there's timeout on the field. Meadowview calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here and kind of run through the defensive starters. At linebacker, you have Willis Jackson, Lane Beasley, Brantley Weeks, and Davis Mott. Defensive backs are Darren Hamadri. Pronounce that for me.
I have no idea.
Okay. We'll call him Alik Quinn, Matthew Welk. And then the defensive line is Justice Martin, or J.J. Martin, as I heard the PA announcer say. Just Jackson Edmondson, Brandon Jackson, and Brody Dismukes. So that's your starters on the defense that we see right now. We'll give you the offensive starters momentarily whenever the Chiefs make it back out onto the field after this defensive stand. And Chris, they're off to a good start. 1st and 20 now. If they can hold Meadowview, they look to get good field position here. Because Meadowview with it 1st and 20 from their 15-yard line.
First down, 25.
Well, they said 25. I guess it is. They're back to the 10-yard line.
Wow.
It must have been behind the line of scrimmage where that holding took place. Typically, it is a spot foul in high school football. Shotgun formation once again for the senior quarterback. He's going to take it, hand it off to his running back who is stacked up in the backfield. Bunch of Chiefs in on that tackle. It looked like number 1 may have been the first man there, Lane Beasley.
Looked like number 1 and number 50.
Yeah. So Lane Beasley and Riley Givens. So that play lost yardage back inside the 10. We'll say a loss of 2. It's hard to see from the angle. We're about the 44-yard line here on the opposite side of the field. Tough angle looking back, but we'll call it 2nd and 27. Motion once again, back across the formation. Pair of receivers. Now there's a
little motion.
Yeah, a little motion. They're going to throw their first pass of the night. It's going to fall incomplete. Officials just let that one go. There was some early motion from their receiver. They look a little discombobulated, Chris, so far.
They look young. They look really young on that side of the ball.
Well, as you look at the Trojans, yeah. They have six seniors.
Maybe they just look small.
That may be it. So on 3rd down, a possession play here, 3rd and 27, backed up, and that's going to actually be further than that because I would say as many guys that were moving on that one, maybe the center didn't snap the ball when he was supposed to. That's going to cost them half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, number 24, number 3, number 11, all were 5 yards down the field before the quarterback called for the ball.
So now it'll be 3rd down They're going to take the ball back, it looks like to maybe the 4, just inside the 4-yard line. So it'll be third down. The first down would come all the way out at the 35-yard line. So we'll call it 3rd and 31 here as Meadowview sets up. They have 3 receivers to the wide side left, 1 split wide side right. Quarterback takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it laterally. It's going to fall incomplete. Good coverage out there. It was Lane Beasley had dropped out there covering the flat from his linebacker position. Ball was incomplete, a little overthrown. It'll be third down very long. And Lakeside looks to get extremely good field position here. Is dropping back to return this punt will be Alek Quinn. The Meadowview punter will be standing with his heels against the back line of the end zone. Not a good place to be. They have just enough room for a normal 12-foot drop on a punt. That's typically what you see in high school. Lakeside with 8 men on the line of scrimmage, and the ball snap was high. It was going to be a safety, but the whistles blow and stop play. So we'll see.
Looks like offsides. Is what I saw. Looks like this is going to be on Lakeside.
Yes, encroachment on Lakeside. So that will cost them 5 yards. But in the grand scheme of things, on third down and 31, it shouldn't make much difference here, other than Lakeside still looks to get good field position. Quinn will drop back about 5 more yards. He's going to have his heels around the 39-yard line of Meadowview. It does give Meadowview a little more room to get the punt away. Actually, Quinn's giving him a lot of respect here. He gets it away. He kicks it.
Oh, man.
It's going to be hit by Meadowview at the 20-yard line. They basically nearly caught the punt, which is not what you want to do. It was probably going to hit and roll. He kicked it away from Quinn, but it was hit at the 20-yard line. So good starting field position for Lakeside.
So Meadowview went negative yards on their first possession.
That's right.
And Lakeside's going to pick up the ball in grand position for their first offensive position in the game.
I think I heard the announcer say 21-yard line is where they'll take it. So, but anytime you start in the plus territory is good, much less at the 21. Just about like a turnover here. It'll be Trip Swain, the junior quarterback. He is under center for this first play. He hands it to Willis Jackson. Willis Jackson up the middle, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone standing up. 21 yards for a Lakeside touchdown. That comes with 10:38 to go in the first quarter play. One play, one score for Lakeside. 21 yards. It was Trip Swain under center, just handed it off on a give off the right side. He went off right tackle, made a man miss, and then worked his way through the center of the Meadowview defense all the way 21 yards. Met a little resistance at the goal line, but he went in standing up. So touchdown Lakeside, 6-0 with 10:38 to go here in the first quarter. It'll be
Dalton Key.
Yeah, Dalton Key handling the place kicking duties. It'll be Trip Swain putting the ball down. Here's the snap. The spot's good. The kick's up. The kick is good. So with 10:38 to go in the first quarter, it is 7 for Lakeside, nothing for Meadowview. A one-play, 7-second drive covering 21 yards for the Chief touchdown. Chris, it doesn't get much easier than that.
You're exactly right, unless you were Auburn playing the first game of the season.
Well, it could be the first 2 games of the season, really. I mean, 122-10. They'll find out a little bit this weekend, though, I believe.
That's right, and that's where your normal host is tonight. Ben took a break, and he had to go up to Penn State.
Yeah, I saw where he and his wife were out to eat tonight, so they're missing the homecoming game. Of course, they have someone playing in this game here tonight. So it was Willis Jackson, the senior running back, scoring the first touchdown of tonight's game from 21 yards out. Good way to start.
Excellent way to start for the Chiefs for the homecoming. It's always a big night. They had alumni night tonight. They had a little reception get-together for all the alumni that showed up. So it's always going to be a good time for homecoming.
It'll be number 50, Riley Givens, with the ball on the tee once again for the Chiefs. He will boot it away once again. It's going to be a end-over-end kick that comes down around the 16-yard line this time. It's going to be brought up the near hash mark, and about the same result. He gets to just across the 25 this time. 26-yard line is where it looks like they'll start for their second possession of the night, trailing 7-0 to the Chiefs.
And that was number 30, Sage Pope, on that return. He did everything he could. The Chiefs just had it covered.
First and 10 for the Trojans. At their own 27.
27. I'm missing it by a yard, seems like consistently tonight. So
he's got a little better angle on it than you got.
Yeah, a little bit. So in shotgun formation once again, one back in the backfield, motion back across to the right. It'll be unbalanced line to the right, but the ball is bobbled. The quarterback committed a cardinal sin there. He took his eye off the ball when it was in the air, looking at where he was going to go with it, Chris. Not a good idea to do that, either as a receiver, quarterback catching a snap, or a punt returner catching a punt.
I think he got caught looking at the line, see who was coming across.
Yeah. So it's only about a 3-yard loss on that play, but it still is a negative play. They have yet to have a positive play in this game. A 3-yard loss on first down. They have 2 incomplete passes and a 2-yard loss to go along with that 3-yard loss. So second down and 13. Going to hand it off again. The ball's on the ground again, and Lakeside's going to cover it. Lakeside recovers.
At the 20.
Yeah, right around the 20-yard line. So
that was number 53, Justice Martin, on the recovery for the Chiefs.
So with 10 minutes still to go here in the first quarter, only 2 minutes into this game, Lakeside's about to come out for their second possession of the night. They already lead 7-0 early on here. So they started at the 21-yard line last time. I believe it's going to be the 21-yard line once again.
Yes, it is.
21.
And Robert Bennett, the voice of the Chiefs, agrees with us.
That's right. So Swain under center once again. He has the back Jackson directly behind him. He will hand it this time, however, to his wing back, kind of trying to sweep around the right side. That ball, there was a lot of penetration that time. Stacked him up in the backfield. That was Lane Beasley, and that play failed a gain.
They actually set it back about 2 yards, Keith.
He lost 2 yards.
That's what they said. I thought he ended up around the 20, but they moved him back.
Yeah, so we'll call it a loss of 2 on the play. The Chiefs are going exclusively under center so far tonight. They'll have what amounts to an unbalanced line to the right. Actually, it's just a tight end and a wing back to the right. They have those 2 backs in the backfield. It'll be Beasley once again. He's got a lot of open room around the right side. He's going to walk into the end zone. He's running towards the corner. He is in 23 yards for the Chiefs touchdown. Chris, that's the first time I called you Doug. I knew it was going to happen. 23 yards, but they did a good job. They had a tight end to that right side, which is the wide side of the field, and they also had a wing back, and they just both blocked down, sealed the corner, and Beasley just had to run to the corner, and it was wide open. No resistance at all. So the second touchdown of the night with 9:08 to go in the first quarter, and the Chiefs lead 13-0. We have we've got Key back out to attempt this point after touchdown.
Yeah, there was nothing they could do. We had them blocked around the corner, and they were just unable to do anything.
Here we go. Here's a snap, placement, ball's down, kick is up, and it just sneaks inside the right upright, and it is good. So with 9:08 to go in the first quarter, the Chiefs now lead by a score of 14-0. 2 plays and 21 yards on that possession for the Chiefs.
Another fantastic homecoming coming for the Chiefs. It's a great look to start. We just hope it continues and they keep their penalties at bay and no injuries.
Well, that's really the important thing, Chris. And, they dress the extra players you were talking about tonight. If things continue this way, then those young men are going to get to play. And
right.
I remember back getting an opportunity to play in the varsity game as an 8th grader. It's just an exciting thing to do.
It will be an interesting night. Hopefully they'll get plenty of opportunities to play, get a little bit better, get some experience against some of the older guys at Meadowview, and get ready for a few years to come. Hopefully Tom can recruit some more guys, get some more guys that are in the program already to play. and hopefully all will go well.
So for the third time tonight, Gibbons has the ball on the tee to kick this ball away. Put into it again. It's going to be a little shorter this time. It's going to hit, though. It's going to be fielded on the hop at the 20-yard line. Coming around the right side with a little bit of room, but not enough speed to get there. He's going to be tackled by Quinn about the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. So, Alik Quinn.
Yeah, and that was number 3, Christian Baggett, on the return. That was as much offense as they've had.
Yep, 8:58 to go here in the first quarter. Already Meadowview's third possession of the night. That'll be from the 29-yard line.
This is as far as they've been on this side of the field.
Well, they've yet to have a positive offensive play, so we'll see what they do here. It's been as much misfiring by them. There is a big-time unbalanced line to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Only 2 players on the right side of the center. New quarterback, they're trying to run a wildcat formation. As he's looking to turn around over around the left side, he's going to lose a little bit back. They snapped from the 29. He's going to go down around the 27. So we'll call that a 2-yard loss. They were trying to outman the Chiefs around that end right there, Chris, but it didn't fool anyone, and they didn't look like they blocked anyone either. So
yeah, it looked like he had a little speed. He just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, we'll call it a 2-yard loss. So still looking for their first positive play are the Trojans from Meadowview. They came a long way from Selma to play this ball game, and
that was number 30, Sean Pope. He is a 7th grader.
My goodness.
That took that snap.
So back, Alan Holt, the senior, back at quarterback in the shotgun, calling for the snap. Rolling to his right. He's going to pull it down. He's looking to try to get outside. He's not going to make it. He's losing yardage all the way back to around the 20-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where they spot it down, but it's going to be close to the 20. It is the 20. So that is going to be another loss of 7 on that play. 7:50 clock rolling here in the first quarter. 14-0 is the score in favor of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs look to get good field position. Once again, they began the first 2 drives, Chris, from their 21-yard line. So third down and extremely long, 3rd and 19 here for the Trojans.
We may get to halftime in a hurry.
Motion back to the right. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it off. And quickly in there is going to be J.J. Martin on the tackle. He's a senior defensive lineman. He came from a defensive end position on the left and made the tackle in the backfield for another loss of a yard. So it's going to be 4th down and 20 now for the Trojans. Still looking for their first positive offensive play of the night. Interestingly enough, there's not a first down in this game, Chris. Neither team has a first down, but Lakeside leads 14-0.
Right.
So it's going to be Quinn dropping back deep for the Chiefs. Alik Quinn looking for this fumble on the snap. The punter dropped it, and he's going to give it over to the Chiefs with their best starting field position yet, right around the 10-yard line. I think he's going to be just inside the 10, around the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal, Chiefs.
Yep, they've got a 9th grader out there punting for him, number 62, Morgan Barnes. And I just think he's having a hard time. Nothing else you can say.
6:47 to go here in the first quarter. The Chiefs have the ball for the 3rd time already on offense. And they've scored on a 21-yard run, a 23-yard run, and now they'll have it just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be Trip Swain under center once again. You'll have Jackson lined up directly behind him. Beasley flanked to the left. Going to be a handoff around the left side. Walking into the end zone is number 5, Brantley Weeks. He is a junior running back for the Chiefs, and he scores with 6:39 to go in the first quarter still. And the Chiefs will score for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be 20-0.
Once again, not a first down.
Not a first down. And, the Chiefs have a total of 51 yards of offense and 3 touchdowns. So, and they've all been offensive touchdowns. You don't see that very often. And Meadowview doesn't have an official. Yes, they do. They did. They fumbled on their last possession prior to that one. I was going to say they didn't have a turnover, but they do. So here's the point after touchdown. The kick is up. Kicks once again is good. by Dalton Key, and the Chiefs lead 21-0. Still 6:39 to go in the first quarter of play. Chris, I tell you, if they keep this up, we could hit triple digits on the scoreboard. I don't know if they have triple digits on that scoreboard or not, but this is we haven't played half of the first quarter yet, and there are 3 touchdowns on the board.
Just like Auburn.
I'm telling you, you called it. You called it.
Well, we'll see what Ben comes back like next week, if he's happy or sad.
That's a hard game to pick. I'm telling you, Chris. I've kind of read a few things about that game, and it's just a hard one to call because you really, this early in the season, you don't know how good the opponents are. That we know the opponents that Auburn played are not likely to be very strong, but the jury's still out. Traditionally, Wisconsin is solid on defense. They're normally a good team. They were ranked in the top 20 to start the season, and that was a great win for Penn State on the road. Ball State won their conference last year. So, but you don't know one year to the next what they brought back. That ball game was close early, and Penn State ended up winning going away. So, you just really don't know.
Yeah, this year's been interesting in college football. Oklahoma having struggles, Arkansas pulling that one out the other night.
Well, we talked about Meadowview's field position gets a little better each time. That ball kind of squirted out of bounds, so they have the option of taking it.
There's the flag.
I believe it's going to be at the 35-yard line where they'll be able to take it. And so
that will be their best position.
They just got to figure out how to move the ball
forward.
So the fourth possession already for Meadowview, only 5 minutes and 23 seconds into this game, and it will be the 35-yard line where they spot the ball down.
Lakeside did get the illegal procedure call.
So now Meadowview, they have their 5 linemen up on the ball. They kind of had a mini huddle of the skill players back in the backfield. Now they've come up. It will be Alan Holt at quarterback and shotgun once again as he looks to call this shotgun snap. He takes it. He's going to roll to his right, but he's rolling into trouble. There was holding on that play. The officials didn't call it, and the quarterback's going to lose yardage about 10 yards. He runs out of bounds.
He actually fumbled it going out of bounds.
Did he really?
But he was out of bounds.
Chris, that was a situation where the player for Lakeside, J.J. Martin, was being kind of pushed to the outside. Quarterback tried to outrun around the end. He should have stepped up inside that block. He would have had a chance to possibly get his eyes back downfield and throw the ball. Instead, he tried to outrun everyone around the end and lost, I guess it's going to be right at 10 yards. They're still looking for a positive play, are the Trojans from Selma.
Yeah, that's got to be difficult for a coach to make plays, call plays that actually get some positive yards when they're struggling like this.
They throw it to the 7th grader who makes a couple of men miss. This is the first positive play of the night from Meadowview. It was a really nice play. He's going to pick up the 10 yards lost on the last play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. You can see why they had him in there earlier. Because
he's a 9th grader. That guy was a 9th grader.
No, he's actually a 7th grader.
24?
I thought, well, maybe it was. I thought it was 30. Maybe it was 24. Either way, it was an underclassman on that reception. I thought it was 30. He's breaking the huddle over there. It may have been 24, though. Not keeping individual stats tonight, so 3rd and 10 from the 35 for the Trojans of Meadowview. Lakeside digs in. They bring 5. They bring a blitzer. They're going to throw it late. It is complete to 24 this time. He tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be brought down just across the right at the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 6, but it will be 4 yards short of a first down. And, Chris, you trail 21-0, 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You've shown some signs of life on the last 2 plays. You just dropped a punt snap on the last possession. You roll the dice and just go for it here?
Well, if you do and you don't make it, this would be the worst field position for the Chiefs.
That is correct. Chiefs are going to drop a man back. They're going to have to shift back into a conventional defense here. They do shift around. 4th and a long 4 for Meadowview.
There's a change.
They're going to snap it to number 3 now. He's probably going to he's going to throw it. He has a man out there. The quarterback is there. He catches it in Chiefs territory. He caught it at the 35-yard line. That ball was it floated up in the air, but that was from the 41-yard line of Meadowview all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Chiefs. So that's going to be a 28-yard gain on that throw and catch. So
Lakeside's number 6 just didn't do a great job of defending it. We don't have him on the roster, though.
He's not on the roster, but I tell you what, that's the initial first down of the game for either team. That comes with 3:52 to go here in the first quarter, with Lakeside leading by a score of 21-0.
And I'm sorry, I was busy watching the play. I forgot to move the camera.
That's okay.
Timeout.
Lakeside calls a timeout, and with timeout on the field, we'll step aside and let you hear a word from our sponsors.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358. Your car is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive Collision Center. The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940. They work closely with all insurance companies or can give you a great price on your minor mishaps. And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers. Go by or give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 687-4400.
They spotted the Chiefs 21 points, but they've got positive 44 yards on their last 3 plays, Chris, after not having a positive play prior to that. So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of Lakeside. They're going to hand it off to the 7th grader who's going to be tracked down. A good play. Lane Beasley coming all the way from the backside to track the running back down. That was the 7th grader once again, Sean Pope. If that roster's right and Meadowview supplied it, I mean, he's playing a very key part of their offense as a 7th grader.
Well, they've got more yards on this possession, I think, than Lakeside has so far. Pretty close. Close. They had 34 prior to losing 3 on that. They still do have a positive rush in this game. All their positive yards have come through the air. Motion back to the right. Shotgun snap, and going to be breaking a tackle in the backfield, but losing more yards back outside the 40 to around the 41-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 8 on that play. Yeah, Lakeside defense is just acting fast tonight.
Well, they look very fast, so it's going to be 3rd down and very long from there. The Lakeside defense done what they need to do. It's going to be 3rd and 20 from the 41. The first down would come at the 21-yard line of Lakeside. And, Chris, we'll have to add up the rushing here in a little while for Meadowview, but it's not pretty. They've done better through the air, and why they decided to get down here and throw the ball, who knows? But Lakeside Chiefs are happy they did because they showed some signs of life. Of course, 21-0. I don't think the Chiefs are feeling threatened at all at this point.
I think they've got in the extra guys that they recruited for the game tonight.
Maybe so.
So I think they called a heat timeout, even though we just got finished with a timeout.
That's right. I don't know because maybe they did, but normally those heat timeouts come at the under 6 break. First stoppage of play under 6 minutes, but maybe that's what they did. I don't know. Do they keep up with the timeout? They keep up with the timeouts on the scoreboard, but they're showing both teams with 3, but apparently they're not. That's not right because I know at least one timeout's already been called. They're going old school here with some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well, this is our clock keeper's first game. This is the first home game for the Chiefs, so they took an opportunity to pass their test. So this is their first experience on the clock. So they probably don't know.
I was talking about the old school.
No, you're talking about the music.
I was talking about the music, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So 3rd and 20.
Glad you know that music.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Chiefs, about 40 years ago, used to, I guess probably pushing 40 years ago, the Chiefs would warm up in basketball games to that song. So if it's homecoming, but they're playing it for the alumni. There's a bad snap on that shotgun snap, and the Trojans go backwards another 6 yards to the 47-yard line. So another negative rushing play. So on this possession, they have 44 positive yards passing, but they have negative 27 yards rushing. And on 4th down and very long, 4th and 27, Meadowview's going to go for it here. They're going to drop back. They're going to throw a short pass that's batted down. Good hands by Brandon Jackson, defensive end for the Chiefs. Batted that ball down, and it will be a turnover on downs. But, Chris, Chiefs take over for the first time in their own territory at their own 47-yard line. You can't blame them for going for it there because Chiefs have had it at the Trojan 21-yard line twice and at the 9-yard line once.
This will be the longest field for the Chiefs tonight. It's pretty good. Here we are.
123. That drive began with 6:37 on the clock here in the first quarter. So 5 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock for that possession from Meadowview. That was been their best possession of the night. 1 first down was all they were able to net. But Chiefs come out in offense for the second time tonight from the 47-yard line. It'll be Swain under center once again. This time an I formation behind him. It'll be Jackson in the tailback position. Cannot pick up the number of the fullback, but it will be Jackson at left tackle. A lot of running room for Jackson. He's across midfield, 40, 35, breaks a tackle at the 30, 25, breaking tackles across the middle. He's going to go 53 yards for Willis Jackson, the senior running back. A nice piece of running for Willis, and the Chiefs have scored again. And
Jackson off left tackle goes for the touchdown.
He just followed his escort right into the end zone.
He followed it all the way, and that was the 4th possession of the night for the Chiefs, and it was nice. I mean, it was well blocked that time, and Jackson had a lot of running room. He didn't meet any resistance till he was 15 yards downfield. Broke a couple of tackles, but it was not the best effort given by Meadowview on those tackles, and he was able to make it all the way into the end zone. You know, Chris, we may see I don't know what the AISA rules are on a running clock, but we're very likely to see a running clock, and they're running the clock now on the extra point as I say that.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. Yeah, usually, Keith, what I've seen is they'll usually ask the opposing coach when it's a home game, and they'll usually let it ride, especially when it gets out of hand like this one. And it's way early to be out of hand, but this one's a little bit out of hand.
We're going to have to check. I did not spend the prep time needed before the game tonight, so I'm not certain how things stacked up for Meadowview coming into this game. I know the Chiefs are 0-1, but they have had an unusual circumstance this year so far, not having played. I know they had a 4. I said 0-1. They're actually 1. I know they're 1-1 because they had a forfeit the first scheduled game, and I don't remember the name of the team they were to play. It was out of the Birmingham area, but he and
missed it.
They the point after touchdown was no good, and they're going to call the end of the fourth quarter, or into the first quarter, with the Chiefs leading 27-0. That was another one-play drive. The Chiefs with 3 one-play drives so far tonight. Chris, 53 yards on that, and that was the second touchdown of the night for Willis Jackson.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to take a little bit of time to work on some plays for the next game.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, this is a live game situation, so. But anyway, they did run the clock here, so we've still got some time. We'll step aside for a couple of commercial breaks. We'll come back with the kickoff here with the Chiefs leading 27-0.
Here we go.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sam Wise in Eufaula today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your car is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive Collision Center. The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940. They work closely with all insurance companies or can give you a great price on your minor mishaps. And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers. Go by or give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 687-4400.
change ends this time. Lakeside will kick the ball off from the south end zone, from the south side this time. It's going to be Gibbons once again doing the kicking duties for the Chiefs as they lead 27-0 now after 1 quarter of play. It was Jackson on that 53-yard touchdown run. Gibbons approaches. He boots it away. It's a good driving kick that's going to come down about the 15-yard line. Returning up the right side, and a big hit on that side. And we will see the number of the Chief making that big hit. Looks like number 28. It is, well, I think, or maybe it's 58. I thought it was 28. But it's 50. No, is it 50? I can't tell.
Well, that was a hit right now.
28. We don't have 28 that I see. I guess he's not. This is the 8th grader.
8th grader.
What's the young man's name?
What's his name? Caleb Kramer.
Caleb Kramer.
Well, he's
Travis Thomas, the
special
former
teams all-star so far.
Eufaula High School running back up here in the booth with us, one of the coaches for the Chiefs. Affectionately known as Hulk. That was a big hit by an 8th grader at the 25-yard line where Meadowview will come out. 4-man front for the Chiefs, but they've blitzed frequently here. They've lived in the Trojan backfield. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for Meadowview. They fumble the snap again, and they fall on it at the 22-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3 on that play. This is the 5th possession. So the clock rolling with 10:32 and counting here. We kicked it 12 minutes after 1 play. It's going to be early night here tonight, Chris.
I think you're right, but there will be a long halftime festivity with the homecoming, so we'll drag it out a little bit at homecoming.
There's a shotgun snap. He throws it out to the 7th grader who catches it. He turns it upfield, and it happened so far behind the line of scrimmage that he only picks up about 2 yards to the 24-yard line. But a positive play for Meadowview, one of only 4 tonight now. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 11 from the 24.
Lakeside had one slow getting up. It looks like number 4. Willis Jackson was slow getting up. Like he might have a little stinger going on in his hand there.
Hey, put swinging in at weak side.
Chiefs fans on Tuesday are people
swinging in at weak.
Will play Christian Academy here at Reeves Field.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I looked at the weather forecast tonight, and I saw it was going to be down in the low 70s, I thought, by kick, and I don't think it made it.
Well, we're sitting in a toaster.
Okay.
This thing retrieves heat all day long, and it is never cooling here until December.
Yes, it is not what it showed me it was going to be, though. It's 76 and humid. It's 75, it says. So it is, but it feels much warmer than 75 in here. So did not dress appropriately.
So I think we just put number 2, Trip Swain, in on the defense for the Chiefs when Willis came out.
Shotgun snap. Quarterback looking to try to turn the corner again, and he's going to go down for a loss on the play. Folded up like a cheap suit there, and went down for a loss of 6 on that play back to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he kind of bobbled the ball. He was lucky he got the handle on it before he went down.
Bring up 4th down to the Trojans.
He was going to try to outrun the pursuit once again. That's what he's done all night. He never cuts it back inside. He tries to outrun the pursuit to the outside. That time he saw he was not going to make it and kind of just folded up. He went down, 4th down and very long, 4th down and 17 with 8:50 to go in the second quarter. 27-0 is the score in favor of the Chiefs.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's been punished all night when he's been running the ball, so I don't blame him for just kind of going down. And, yep.
I tell you what, Chris, the
punter give it to him.
Punter caught the ball there, and they had penetration. I think he took his helmet off. That should be a penalty, too. He had some pressure, but I really think he could have gotten the ball off quickly on the punt. But instead, he turned around and ran like he was going to try to run out of the back of the end zone. Chiefs caught him about halfway into the end zone for the safety. So 29-0. is the score now. So they've really struggled in the punting game. They've struggled in just about every area so far, but that is the snaps and the punts have really been. They've only got one punt off so far tonight.
Yeah, that was kind of difficult. He, instead of panicking and trying to run backwards, he should have just stopped and either attempted to get a kickoff or just knelt down.
Yeah. Well, if he knelt, actually, I guess if you're as far as
points wise,
what he did was probably the best option because if he gives the ball to the Chiefs inside the 10, they're going to score quickly. But they're probably going to score quickly anyway, and they give them an additional 2 points. But they will have a free kick from the 20-yard line. Clock has never quit running here as it's down under 7:50 to go in the second quarter. They'll get no argument from me. But Chiefs drop back to return this safety kick from the 20-yard line. It'll be back deep for the Chiefs. Will be Alik Quinn if it gets all the way to him. Still looking for Willis Jackson. He came out. He's down here on the sideline. He's still in some discomfort. I think you may have called it correctly. It probably was a stinger, just a little impingement. Probably
he did hit him pretty hard.
Probably see him again though. It's on his right side, but I expect to see Jackson again on homecoming. I know he wants. This is a stats game.
That's right.
So
they're adding them up.
So, first time we've seen Meadowview kick off tonight. So they've got the ball on the tee. They have the option of punting or kicking off. So they kick it off. It's going to come down at the 38-yard line of Meadowview, but retreating to catch it, and he'll go down the 39-yard line. That was Riley Givens who caught that and went down. So 1st and 10. We're back in Trojan territory again. Chiefs are going to call a timeout. With that time on the field, we'll take a timeout as well. Be back with Chiefs football after this commercial break.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
It's football time, and as always, Willie T's Chicken Fingers is in the starting lineup for all your tailgating needs. Make your way on over to Willie T's and check out our chicken fingers, wings, burgers, fries, coleslaw, and all the good menu items we have available for you. Don't forget to pick up your party tray for your next party or tailgate. And while you're there, make sure to pick up some of that wonderful Willie T's special sauce. Come see us at 126 State Docks Road or call 334-616-0075. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Back at Reeves Field, 6:35 to go here in the second quarter. I'm sorry, in the first half, and it's Lakeside leading 29-0. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. It's Swain under center. They've yet to attempt to pass. They haven't needed to. Going to hand it off to a new tailback who's into the game, number 12, and it will be
Brody Horn.
Brody Horn on that carry, and he'll pick up positive yards. About we're going to say it's going to be about a 2-yard gain on that play. You can't always listen to the PA announcer.
That's right. Well, he's trying his best.
Me and the PA announcer go way back. We go back over 40 years. So
no wonder you knew that music.
It'll be no other than Robert Harris Bennett. 2nd down 8 from the 37. It'll be a handoff. New tailback in the game, number 20. He's going to pick up a first down. It will actually be the first down of the night for Lakeside. If you're listening to this and you're saying, hey, it's 29-0, how in the world is that their first down? Well, they've had 3 one-score drives. They have a safety, and they have a 2-score drive. So you don't get a first down on those kind of plays.
And that was number 20, Anderson Mott, who is an 8th grader for the Chiefs.
Okay. He is not on the roster I'm looking at. So at any rate, nice run. 1st and 10 from the 20, call it the 23-yard line. So he had gained about 14 yards on that play.
No, I did, Coach. I did.
Going to be Mott once again sweeping the right side. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be Horn this time. Horn goes down. He's a positive gain of a couple more yards. So 4:55 and counting here in the first quarter. Of course, in the first half. And Chris, if you're Trip Swain, you're like, everybody's getting some stats tonight. We haven't even attempted a pass yet tonight. So,
Keith, do you want anything from the concession stand? Sherry McClendon has offered to bring us some food.
I would love something from concession stand.
What would you like?
After this play, I will tell you. It's a handoff to the fullback inside on this second down play. He'll be brought down at the 20-yard line.
He's getting a burger. You didn't hear him. He took off his headset. But he's getting a burger.
Right guard, play failed game. Third down 6 for the Chiefs.
Sure. Just some nachos. Thank you.
Okay, you want jalapenos?
Yeah.
No.
A drink? Okay, there are some more Cokes in that refrigerator.
You need nachos and cheese, too. Instead of the burger, It'll be easier.
So the clock continues to run. We're just going to let it run. I think that's the right thing to do.
So third down, it's a possession play here, 3rd and 7. It's going to be a toss sweep, looking to sweep the left side. He lowers his head and looked for contact that didn't actually come, but it's going to be really close to a first down. He dove down around the 15-yard line. The first down would come to the 13, so it's going to be 3rd and a little under 2 yards. So
it was a nice play. He actually ducked below a tackle, but he didn't keep his feet.
That's right. If he had kept his feet there, he probably would have scored a touchdown. So with Jackson on the sidelines, there have been some younger guys getting a chance to play here on this drive. But as we say that, some new players check in. Dalton Key checks in. No, they're actually going to try a field goal here. In a game like this, you got to work on things. It might help you later on down the line, Chris. And so they're going to try a 32-yard field goal here, and it'll be spotted down by Swain. Kick is up, and he did not get a good foot into it that time. He's been booting those extra points through. I mean, they've been settling through the upright around the top of the upright, and that time he just did not hit it the same. That ball fell short. So it's going to be a turnover to the Meadowview Christian Trojans at the 20-yard line. So we'll call that a missed field goal. So the first time tonight that the Chiefs failed to score. So the score remains 29-0 with 2:20. The clock is rolling still here in the first half.
And once again, an extremely long field for Meadowview.
That's right. It's going to be, by the time they snap this ball, it's going to be probably a minute 50, a minute 45 on the clock because we did do a running clock here.
Our DJ is doing a great job playing a variety of music tonight.
A big variety of music from all genres.
I mean, a little bit of everything. You can't ask for much better. Not many bands can play all that.
So, Meadowview back out. We're down to 134 and counting. We must not have a play clock because play clock is at 0, but they're not enforcing it apparently. Shotgun snap. Quarterback's going to pull it inside this time. He's going to take it for a positive gain out over the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain on first down. That's the first positive run of the night for Allen Holt.
And I think that was number 3, Matthew Welk, who's a senior on the tackle. Just kind of took his legs right out from under him. Wasn't any juking or jiving. He just squared up.
So 1 minute to go on the clock here in the first half. 29-0, the Chiefs lead. Second down and 4 from the 26-yard line of Meadowview. Quarterback Holt takes a snap, rolling, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down now, looking to run. He's got the ball out there precariously, but he's going to still have a positive gain out to the 29-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, and several Chiefs in on that tackle. On the bottom of that pile is going to be Lane Beasley, it looks like, along with J.J. Martin and Brody Dismukes, I believe.
Yeah, if that ball slips, which it's a little bit humid out here tonight, that ball slips, there's nobody.
Sometimes you say you carried it like a loaf of bread. I've never carried a loaf of bread like that. He was swinging it out there like he was waxing a car. The ball was thrown up in the air, incomplete. Like I said, with this running clock, even on the incomplete pass, that'll be the final play of the first half. So as we head to halftime, it's going to be the Chiefs 29, Meadowview nothing. Homecoming 2021 going pretty well for the Chiefs for the first 24 minutes. So we'll step aside for a commercial break. We'll be back with some halftime comments and stats. You're listening to Lakeside Chiefs football. We'll be back in a moment.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
It's football time, and as always, Willie T's Chicken Fingers is in the starting lineup for all your tailgating needs. Make your way on over to Willie T's and check out our chicken fingers, wings, burgers, fries, coleslaw, and all the good menu items we have available for you. Don't forget to pick up your party tray for your next party or tailgate. And while you're there, make sure to pick up some of that wonderful Willie T's special sauce. Come see us at 126 State Docks Road, or call 334-616-0075. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Does your IT infrastructure or computer equipment have you sidelined? Don't throw in the towel yet. Call Chris Wertz at Wertz Consulting at 334-695-2820.
Hey, Doug, didn't they put that big house by you up for sale?
Yep, but Lauren Streeter at Wiregrass Realty already sold it.
Well, what about that lake lot on the other side of you?
Lauren sold it also. She even got Mom a great deal on a house just down the street from us, and she sold Mama's house in Abbeville virtually, and for a lot more money than we thought it was worth.
Do you think she can find me a house?
Oh, yeah. Just call Lauren. Lauren Streeter, Wiregrass Realty, 805 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-614-7409.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
So what we're going to do tonight, since it is homecoming for Lakeside, is we are going to just take a break and let you watch, and I'll put my headset out the window and let you hear Robert Bennett announce all the festivities going on here at the Lakeside homecoming.
Let's give all of our homecoming attendants a big round of applause and a big welcome. Welcome to the 2021 homecoming festivities. We'd like to recognize all of our returning graduates. We're so glad you could join us tonight. One of the highlights of homecoming is the presentation of the homecoming attendants and their escorts and the crowning of the homecoming queen. At this time, we would like to present the homecoming court for 2021. The kindergarten attendant is Miss Lily Kate Adams, daughter of Shay and Ross Adams. She's attended the Lakeside School for 3 years. Lily Kate loves being a Lakeside Chief because she loves cheering and getting to play with all her friends every day. Lily Kate's most important accomplishments include learning how to swim, learning how to write her name, finding her first arrowhead by herself, go Chiefs, learning how to reel in a fish by herself, fetching doves and ducks by herself, taking care of all her dogs, and being the best little sister to her brother. She's escorted by Foster Bryce Evans, son of Cheyenne and Adam Evans. He's attended Lakeside for 4 years. Foster's favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is being in one place with all his friends so they can play on the playground together. Foster's most important accomplishments include graduating to the lower school and learning to be more himself. Please welcome our kindergarten attendant. The first grade attendant is Miss Meredith McWhorter, daughter of Laney and Colin McWhorter. She's attended Lakeside for 5 years. Her favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is doing schoolwork, playing with her friends, and going to the office for her teachers. Her most important accomplishments include learning to read, playing City League basketball, winning second place in the school art show, and being chosen by her friends to be the first grade homecoming attendant. She's escorted tonight by Joseph Cade Young, son of Cassie and Cody Young. Cade has attended Lakeside for 5 years and enjoys getting to see all his friends, going to football games, meeting his big chief, and playing on the playground. His most important accomplishments include learning all the letters and their sounds, learning how to fish, being a good friend, making his family laugh, being a good swimmer, and winning in the art contest. Your first grade attendance. Representing the second grade this evening, Jolie Kate Robinson. She's unable to join us tonight. Unfortunately, she's the daughter of Kelly and Quint Robinson. Jolie has attended the Lakeside School for 5 years. Jolie enjoys going to the library to read and visit Miss Shoemaker and loves seeing her friends and teachers every day. She's proud to receive all A honor roll last year. She won second place in the art show, is a tremendous big sister and friend, and makes her parents proud daily. She's escorted by Mr. J.T. Pate, son of John Everett and Dana Pate. He's attended Lakeside for 5 years and loves going to the pep rallies, throwing the football with Coach Ryan at PE, and eating pizza on Fridays. JT is proud to receive all A honor roll last year. He also won first place in district and the state in the Alabama Association of Conservation poster contest. He also has won several awards at the Hillside Ranch Horns and Who's Family Rodeo. Mr. J.T. Pate. The third grade attendant is Miss Caroline Reeves, daughter of Lauren and Adam Reeves. She's attended Lakeside for 4 years. Caroline enjoys seeing all her friends and teachers every day. Caroline loves Lakeside. Her most important accomplishments are making all A's every year so far. Tonight, she's escorted by Joshua Dillard, son of Amber and Don Dillard. Joshua has attended Lakeside also for 4 years, and his favorite thing about being a chief is his teachers and all of the friends he has made. He just received his blue belt in Taekwondo. Caroline Reeves and Joshua Dillard, your third grade attendants. Fourth grade is represented by Miss Brooklyn Herring, daughter of Mallory and Christopher Herring. She's attended Lakeside for 5 years. She loves the family environment, cheering on the Chiefs, and getting a new big chief every year. Brooklyn is proud to have received the Citizenship Award and the Achievement Award while attending Lakeside. She also held the title of Tiny Miss Barber County in 2017, Tiny Miss Eufaula in 2018, Little Miss Barber County in 2019, and most recently, Petite Miss Eufaula in 2020. She's being escorted by Mr. Aiden Sapp, son of Kyle Sapp and Shay Adams. He has attended Lakeside for 7 years. His favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is playing football and basketball and getting to play with all of his friends. He's proud to make all A's, making his AR goal twice last year, building lots of different Lego sets, learning to ride a four-wheeler all by himself, learning to drive a tractor all by himself, and being the best big brother to his little sister. Miss Brooklyn Heron and Aiden Sapp. Representing the 5th grade is Miss Balin Brooks, daughter of Jenny and Ben Brooks. Balin has attended the Lakeside School for 4 years. Balin loves the Big Chief, Little Chief events, being a Pee-wee cheerleader, going to watch all the volleyball and football games, and all the friends she has made at Lakeside. She's proud to have all A honor roll. She was the 2019 Petite Miss Eufaula, and she's been the homecoming attendant in the 3rd and 5th grade. Tonight, she's escorted by my man, Porter Bailey, son of Julie and James Bailey. He's attended Lakeside for 3 years. Porter's favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is that the campus is small enough to be able to interact with the upper and lower grades, all the pep rallies, dress-up days, and the reveal of his Big Chief. He's proud to have been a member of the Pee Wee football team and junior pro basketball team, and he's been on the A honor roll many, many times. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Balin Brooks, escorted by Mr. Porter Bailey. Representing the 6th grade is Miss L. Reeves, daughter of Lauren and Adam Reeves. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Adam. Elle has attended Lakeside for 4 years and loves the family environment, and that Lakeside challenges their students to become a better version of themselves. Her most important accomplishments include making all A honor roll every year, winning the Master of Math Award, and stepping out of her comfort zone to try new things. Miss L. Reeves. The 7th grade attendant is Miss Maddie Rebecca Palmer, daughter of Tamara and Jay Palmer. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Jay. Maddie has attended Lakeside for 9 years and loves the family atmosphere, the Big Chief, Little Chief program, dressing and school spirit on Fridays, and also supporting the football team. Some of her greatest accomplishments include making 2021 JV cheer, being a member of the SGA, playing travel ball with the Southeast Vipers, being the 2020 Junior Miss Eufaula, and also the 2019 Relay for Life Queen, Miss Maddie Rebecca Palmer. Our 8th grade attendant tonight is Miss Dylan Kate White, daughter of Brian White and Kim and Tom Clements. She's escorted tonight by her father, Brian. She's attended Lakeside for 5 years and enjoys being a part of the athletic teams, participating in school activities, pep rallies, and dress-up days. Her favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is the teachers and staff. Dylan's most important accomplishments are 2021 All-American cheerleader, 2021 JV state runner-up cheer team, 2019-2012 under basketball district champs, and also receiving the AB honor roll. Please welcome Miss Dylan Kate White. Our 9th grade attendant is Miss Addie Helms, daughter of Michelle and Kevin Helms. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Kevin. Addie has attended Lakeside for 10 years and loves Lakeside because she gets to represent the blue and white in her extracurricular activities with amazing administrators and teammates. She's proud to be a member of the SGA, the Fellowship of Christian Students, the National Honor Society, the Junior Beta Club. She attends First Baptist Church. She's also JV volleyball, JV and varsity basketball. She plays JV softball. She's a JV cheerleader and on the track team. Wow, Addie. She's also ninth grade class president and was JV captain of the 2021 state runner-up cheer squad. Please welcome the ninth grade attendant, Miss Addie Helms. And it's also her dad's birthday. You will soon see why we took a little pause there. The birthday boy is returning to escort another attendant. Your 10th grade attendant is Miss Chloe Leanne Helms, daughter of Michelle and Kevin Helms. She's escorted tonight by her father, Kevin. Chloe has attended Lakeside for 11 years and loves being a Lakeside Chief because she's able to make lifelong memories with her classmates, teachers, and teammates. Chloe is a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Beta Club, SGA, Fellowship of Christian Students. She's a member of First Baptist Church, the Youth Ministry, Varsity Girls Basketball Team, and the Cross Country Team. Chloe is also a part of the 2021 Girls State Track Runner-Up Team, the Lakeside Chiefs. She's the 2020 Girls All-State Team and won the 2021 AISA Overall Track MVP. Your 10th grade attendant, Miss Chloe Leanne Helms. Your 11th grade attendant is Miss Jolie Green, daughter of Dawn and Jay Green. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Jay. Her favorite thing about being a Lakeside Chief is the small family atmosphere where everyone knows everyone. The caring teachers and administrators, the friends that are like family, being given opportunities to represent her school and cheering on the Chiefs on Friday night. She is proud to be a part of the Senior Beta Club, the varsity cheer team, Spanish club, honor roll, and she's also an SGA ambassador. Please welcome Miss Jolie Green. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our senior attendants. First, we have Miss Laney Bowden, daughter of Susie and Tim Bowden. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Tim. Laney has attended Lakeside for 9 years and loves being a Lakeside Chief because she's able to film Good Morning Lakeside with Dr. Mahaffey. She loves being able to perform at Junior Pro halftime, and she loves the family atmosphere. She's proud to be the Spanish Club president, assistant coach of the JV girls basketball team, co-host of Good Morning Lakeside. She's SGA secretary, and she's getting to the Master of Environmental Science. Please welcome Miss Laney Bowden. Our second senior attendant is Miss Bailey Ellison, daughter of Cameron and Jamie Ellison. She's escorted tonight by her father, Jamie. Bailey has attended Lakeside for 8 years and loves the small classes, the family environment, and Dr. Mahaffey's government class. Bailey is an SGA officer, member of the varsity volleyball team, president of the Interact Club, a member in Senior Beta Club, the Spanish Club, Mu Alpha Theta, the Scholars Bowl, and she's the junior class treasurer. She also has an internship at the Eufaula Housing Authority. Please welcome Miss Bailey Ellison. Our final senior attendant is Miss Mackenzie Erickson, daughter of Heather and Paul Erickson. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Paul. She has attended Lakeside for 3 years and loves the family atmosphere, cheering on her fellow Chiefs on Friday nights and the warm cinnamon rolls from the lunchroom at break. She is senior class president, high honor roll, SGA vice president, senior beta club member, a member of the softball team. She was Lakeside's Alabama Girls State delegate. She was the 2021 AISA Junior All-Star softball team member. She's also a member of Mu Alpha Theta. Please welcome Miss Mackenzie Erickson. Please direct your attention to midfield. Presenting our crown tonight is Miss Brooke Mitchell, the 2020 homecoming queen, who now attends the University of Alabama, and Dr. John Mahaffey, the headmaster of the Lakeside School. Please give a round of applause to our 2021 Lakeside homecoming queen, Miss Mackenzie Erickson. Let's give all of our attendants a warm round of applause. We sure appreciate these outstanding people. We'll ask the court to retire to our home end zone for pictures at this time.
Well, you heard it. Mackenzie Erickson chosen the Lakeside homecoming queen this year. And Brooke Mitchell did the crowning. Great job by Robert Bennett doing all the PA work tonight. And Keith, tell us what we're going to expect in the second half, besides clock running.
Well, you know, talking to some people here during halftime, I don't remember ever seeing a running clock. I don't remember running clock in the first half, much less in the first quarter. We talked to the clock operator. They got the signal to start running the clock in the first quarter. So, and it was right there at the end of the first quarter. I remember it because it was Lakeside scored with like 1:23 to go in the first quarter, and then they ran the clock continuously after that. Now, just to give you a summary of what happened in the first half, Meadowview had the ball a total of 6 times. They had 1 first down, but of those 6 possessions, 4 of those possessions went backwards, not even counting penalties, Chris. They had 3, let's just give you a total. 21 plays for 6 positive yards.
Wow.
1 first down in the first half for Meadowview. Now, Lakeside, their stats with the 29-0 score, they're not as impressive as you might expect, but they had a short field the majority of the first half. 9 plays, 9 snaps from percentage is all that Lakeside had. And a lot of those, at least half of those, were late that last possession when they had 8th graders run the ball, if you remember, Chris.
That's right.
But 9 plays for 128 yards, 1 first down. But the Chiefs lead 29-0. They had a 1-play 21-yard drive, a 2-play 21-yard drive, a 1-play 9-yard drive, and a 1-play 53-yard drive. The first 4 times the Chiefs got the football, they scored a touchdown, and 3 of those in 1 play, 1 of them in 2 plays. So after 5 offensive plays, Chiefs have scored 4 offensive touchdowns. Then they got a safety. That last possession after the safety, like I said, they had substituted and ran 4 plays for 24 yards before ultimately missing a field goal. Really the only miscue, if you want to call it a miscue, of the first half for Lakeside.
Right. Well, obviously, Coach Clements has an interesting thing to do here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, the Chiefs did dress 26 players tonight. So, you know, they dressed, I think, only 14 last week, but 9 of those 26 are 8th graders tonight. So we'll see how it plays out here. We don't have all of them on our roster, so we're going to have some numbers to get in the game that are not on our roster. So,
right. And I know you can't see this; it's a long way away. But Lakeside has some young, small guys out there, so it's going to be interesting to see when they put those guys in if they're able to operate the offense and be successful. We saw it at the end of the first half, when Davis Mott was in there running the ball, we saw success. It's just going to be interesting to see how much further the coach allows them to play, and how Meadowview comes out and what they do.
Well, that's right. And, a running clock in the first half. I'm sure we'll have a running clock here in the second half. Meadowview has to kick off here to begin the second half. So we'll just see what Lakeside chooses to do here for the first possession. Typically, even in lopsided games like this, you normally bring your starters back for the first possession of the third quarter. Go ahead and give them, because they're going to play. Not many players on this team, so the guys that are playing, the starters are going to play a lot the rest of the year. You want to keep them, you don't want to have a complete off week this week. They probably want to play at least one more possession here, I would think. We'll see. The kick is kind of an onside kick. It's going to be fielded and covered there at the 48-yard line of the Chiefs. And so there's where it was 56 for the Chiefs.
Don't have him on the roster.
Well, he's got it on his roster, so we may have to go cheat off his sheet maybe next time out. So it is 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs have yet to put the ball in the air tonight. So don't think we will see a pass here in the second half with this kind of score. But and then we may have a new quarterback in the game, which is we will. It'll be Dalton Key in the game at quarterback. He's in shotgun formation. They have twin receivers to either side. They actually snapped that ball a little early. Key's just going to take a straight quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards down to the 43-yard line of Meadowview.
And they do move the chains.
And left guard playing about 15. First down, Chiefs.
It's a 10-yard gain. Anyway.
At this time, we want to give a huge thank you.
It's a first down. That doubled Lakeside's first down total from the first half with that first down on that first play of the second half here.
Let's keep it that way by putting our trash.
Chiefs break the huddle. They're going to go under. No, it's going to be shotgun once again. One back flanks the quarterback Key to his right side. Slot receivers to either side. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be fumbled in the backfield. Key picks it up, though, and he's going to run back and nearly get to the line of scrimmage. His forward progress, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Chiefs. A new player checking into for the Chiefs, number 28. He made a big tackle on a kickoff return earlier in this game. We were told he was an 8th grader. We do not have his name on our roster, but look for him to potentially get the ball here if he lines up in the backfield. He will line up and flank Key to his left side. So slot receivers to either side. 2nd down 10 from the left hash mark for the Lakeside Chiefs, leading 29-0. It'll be Key. Bad snap. It goes through Key's hands. He's going to go back and fall on it inside the 43-yard line. So that's a big loss, 15-yard loss on that play for the Chiefs. They'll bring up 3rd and very long here.
Well, I went to find out if the Lakeside Chiefs had actually had 2 number 8s, but they don't. That is actually Dalton Key, the field goal kicker, quarterback for the Chiefs. Son of Anna Key, by the way, from over in Louisville, Clio area.
Okay. So 3rd and 25. Key stays in at quarterback. We've yet to see a pass tonight for Lakeside. This is definitely a passing situation. We've not had a passing situation all night. It'll be 3 receivers to the wide side, right side of the field as they look to snap it in shotgun formation. There's a shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off inside. It's going to be a loss of yardage back inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. That was Brody Horn on that carry that lost yardage. Back to the 40. So that was a 3-yard loss. So first time tonight, the Chiefs have a punting situation, Chris.
Well, they went negative.
You're right. After picking up first down on the first play of the second half, they went backwards 3 successive plays. So Chiefs are going to leave the offense on the field, though, on 4th down and 27.
But that Swain back in as quarterback.
He's going to quick kick it away. Nobody is back for Meadowview. Ball, he's going to roll dead at the 27-yard line. I heard an early whistle, I thought, but there's no flags on the field. So from the 40 to the 27, that would be a 33-yard kick.
Yep. There's been very little laundry on the field so far.
Yeah, there were some, 2 or 3 penalties on that first Meadowview possession, and none since that I recall.
But I guess there really hadn't been a whole lot of plays. Lakeside's been one and done. So
you're right. I mean, in the first half, there was only 30 plays run between both teams in the entire first half. So, so far we've had 4 plays here in the second half for Lakeside. Now the first play for Meadowview could be a quarterback keeper. He's going to pick up 10 or 11 yards. We'll call it 11-yard gain out to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down for Meadowview. That doubles their first down total. Chris, and there's some symmetry there because Lakeside ran a quarterback keeper on the first play of the second half. They picked up a first down on 10-yard gain. They run a quarterback keeper on their first play, 11 yards and a first down. So now we have a total of 4 first downs in the entire game, 2 apiece.
Yeah, there's 6.5 minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah. 29-0 is the score. I don't know. Is there a dance tonight? Do they do that anymore?
We did it years ago. I don't know if they still do it or not.
Wilkes, the 7th grader, around the end. Well, they said Wilkes, but we've got him listed as Sean Pope, a 7th grader. We'll have to check that too. He called him Wilkes on the PA. But nevertheless, number 30, around the end, he picked up 8 yards on that carry for Meadowview. So second down and 3 yards to go, and the officials calling for a timeout. That comes with 5:43 to go.
Timeout Meadowview.
And with the timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back with this word from our sponsors.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter, Meadowview with the ball, moving from our right to left.
Shotgun formation once again for the quarterback, Holt. And he's going to do a quarterback draw this time. And he's going to pick up his 3 yards maybe that he needs for his first down. It's going to be pretty close. It may need a measurement, but he takes a pretty big hit from the backside. Didn't catch the number of the Chief that hit him, but he picked up.
His little delay there actually helped him out.
Right.
The defense kind of went around him on the little delay, and he just ran right through the hole.
That's right. And we did have they're going to call it third down half a yard for Meadowview from here. And it is Eric Wilkes instead of Sean Pope, number 30, so we don't have a grade for him. So maybe he's not a 7th grader. They're going to try to throw it. Quarterback's going to pull it down now. He's going to pick up his first down, and he goes down across midfield. He gets into the plus territory, down to about the 48-yard line of Lakeside. That's a 3-yard gain. It's been a first down. That's the third first down of the night, second of this drive for Meadowview.
Yeah, and once again, that ball is being carried around like it's a rag doll, literally not protecting the ball.
He's gotten away with it to this point, so we'll see. He's kind of shaking up a little bit, holding his left hand, it looks like. He's a right-handed passer. It looks like he's holding his left hand. We really can't tell from here, but they're going to have to hurry. The play clock is moving. It's at 10 seconds and counting as they break a kind of a mini huddle. Clock running with 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. 29-0 the score in favor of Lakeside. Good snap this time. Going to throw a slant route. It's behind his intended receiver. Good defense that time from the Chiefs. Number 6, who is not on our roster, but he may be on the official roster. We went and cheated off the PA announcer here earlier, so we'll see if we got that is Darren Madry on the defense for the Chiefs. He's a ninth grader.
Wow.
So a lot of youth on the field for the Chiefs. They've done a lot of substitution here on this position. 2nd down and 10 now for Meadowview. In Chief territory at the 48-yard line, 3:35 and counting. In the third. New quarterback in the game for Meadowview is going to be Christian Baggett. He is also a senior. He's in a pistol formation, has one back behind him. That'll be Wilkes. And the late snap, there's movement on the entire right side of the Meadowview line. Chris jinxed him. He said there hadn't been many penalties. We saw that on the first possession for Meadowview as they had the center. It was almost like he forgot to snap the ball. That same thing happened there. But in reality, a Lakeside Chief moved first. So you might see this go against Lakeside.
But thankfully, the clock continues to run.
Yeah, they're going to call it. They're going to call procedure on the Trojans. Yes, 8:30 Central Standard Time, Chris. And, you know, the way this is going here, we got a chance to actually be out of here not be out of here, but the game end before 9 o'clock.
Well, I know you're tired, and I know you're probably ready to go home and get some rest.
Well, you know, it's been a long week. So 2nd down 15 now for Meadowview. Under center for the first time tonight. They're going to draw play to Wilkes. It's going to be a positive play across the 50 back into Chief territory down to around the 47-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback had to go looking for his running back to give it to him. It was like somebody wasn't sure where they were supposed to be.
It certainly looked like a draw play, but it might have just been, hey, where are you play?
And it worked.
Yeah, 6-yard gain. So 3rd down now. 3rd and 8. They had the incomplete pass on 1st down. And now we'll have a 3rd down, and it's more like a short 9. 1:45 and counting here in the third. 29-0. Lakeside's led by the same score for quite some time. It's been a quarterback keeper, and it's really going nowhere. Lakeside has been all over that all night. That's really maybe a yard or 2 gain on that. It's going to be 4th down, and we'll call it 7. There's Brantley Weeks on the tackle for the Chiefs.
And you have to think they're going to go for it. There's no reason why not.
At this point, there really isn't any reason. But I will tell you what, Chris. If I was Meadowview's coach, I think I would do the same thing Lakeside just did and quick kick that ball, try to change the field position. If Lakeside continues to substitute like they have, you might have a chance to possibly get some points on the board with a shorter field.
That's right.
Timeout on the field. We'll step aside for a commercial break. Be back with more Chiefs football after this timeout.
Deloach Wingate & Company is a professional certified public accountant firm located at 102 Riverside Drive in Eufaula, Alabama. The firm has been in business for 30 years and has developed a number of firm specialties, including individual, corporate, partnership, nonprofit income tax returns, individual audit services, tax compliance and consulting, single audits, governmental audits, month-end reporting, payroll preparation, quarterly and annual reporting, and other general accounting and taxation consulting. Please call Deloach Wingate & Company at 334-687-2108 or drop by their office for all of your accounting needs. Deloach & Wingate welcome the opportunity to support all of our local and surrounding schools with their athletic activities.
Back at Reeves Field, 29-0 is the score. It's 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. They take the snap, rolling to the right, going to throw just a go route. Quarterback is the quarterback was there. The actual starting quarterback's who it was intended for, but that ball really hung in the air. It was intercepted, and It was intercepted back there by a young Chief. We'll check the number and get a name for you. I can't quite see the number yet.
Number 14. Number 14.
It is 14. The number was bunched up, so it was really difficult to see all the way across the field. And we'll see if we can get that a name for you to go with that number.
And that was kind of just effective as their punt.
That was an 8th grader, Thomas Knox. And it is the worst starting field position of the night for Lakeside. That'll be back at their 22-yard line.
Yeah, and you can't blame them. That, like I said, that was as effective as their punt has been all night.
Yeah, better. They've only punted once for about 13 yards. And a flag goes down in the defensive backfield, and the clock continues to run. So that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We'll see what this penalty is.
That's the end of the third quarter.
It's a delay, the illegal substitution. They had 12 men on the field. That would be one way to stop the Chiefs, is to have that extra guy. But that's the final play of the third quarter. We'll step aside for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back when we're Chiefs football after this.
Hey, Doug, didn't they put that big house by you up for sale?
Yeah, but Lauren Streeter at Wiregrass Realty already sold it.
Well, what about that lake lot on the other side of you?
Lauren sold it also. She even got Mom a great deal on a house just down the street from us, and she sold Mama's house in Abbeville virtually, and for a lot more money than we thought it was worth.
Do you think she can find me a house?
Oh, yeah. Just call Lauren. Lauren Streeter, Wiregrass Realty, 805 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-614-7409.
That's fun.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories, from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Back at Reeves Field, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, can't help but see a couple of big youngins playing tackle for Lakeside. We hadn't hit on that tonight. We don't have sizes on this roster, but it's the two Bennett brothers, Rhodes Bennett and Harris Bennett. Harris a senior, Rhodes just a sophomore, but Rhodes towering over everyone on the field. Hand off in the middle, it is going to be Brody Horn on a nice carry. He's going to pick up Lakeside first down, I believe. 14-yard gain, they say, all the way out to the 34-yard line. In the fourth quarter, it was actually 27-0 in the first quarter. The Chiefs, with the combination of this running clock and kind of calling off the dogs, just decided to celebrate homecoming, make it an early night, and take the victory and run the record to 2-1 on the season.
Right. Well, we got just a second. Destin Baker says that Geneva County is beating Abbeville 35-0 at the half.
Come again?
Geneva County is beating Abbeville 35-0 at the half.
That's surprising. But Geneva County has that running back, Henderson, I believe, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the running back is committed to the University of Alabama. He ran for over 300 yards in a game earlier this year. If I'm fairly certain it is Geneva County. He's in Geneva, and I think he plays for Geneva County.
Wow.
Someone's out there listening. Message us the name of the running back, and if he indeed does play for Geneva County, that could be the reason for that. Abbeville played for the state championship last year in their division, so apparently they lost quite a bit since last year to Abbeville High School. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from the 45-yard line. It's a bad snap. It's going to be picked up by Brody Horn, but all the way back to the 32-yard line of Lakeside. That's a 13-yard loss on that play.
Yeah, the snapper just kind of mishandled that one on the way back. Shot it off to the left, and that was all that Brody could do was recover it.
That's right. He was unfortunately, he was playing running back beside the quarterback at that time, and he went back and picked it up. So he gets that lost yardage on the stat line.
So the clock is running at 9:55, and Lakeside has a lot of young players in there. They break the huddle 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And a running back behind.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the right side. And there's just going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle that time, Chris. And Dalton Key, I think they forgot to block for him that time.
I believe you're right.
So, as Chris said, a running clock, 9:24 and counting here in the fourth quarter, a 29-0 game here from Reeves Field. And it's a successful homecoming, 2021 for the Chiefs. Everyone is getting to play, Chris. And I tell you, it'll make for a good week of practice next week. It's been a tough year with all the shortage of players, injuries, COVID, things like that. Only 14 players dressing last week on the road. Dressing, the extra players tonight. Everybody getting to play.
And Destin Baker says you are correct.
Okay. Good deal. We'll have to see if we can get his name, but I do know that I saw that he ran for over 300 yards in the game earlier this year. He's rated, I believe, a 5-star running back, which is unusual from a small school. Geneva County, I think a 3A team, I think. You don't see a lot of those 5-star players coming from the smaller classification schools, but he apparently is a very special player. Timeout on the field, 8:35 to go in the game tonight. 29-0 is the score in favor of Lakeside. We'll be back after this break.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sam Wise in Eufaula today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years. Sports Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Works at 334-695-2820.
And welcome back to Reeves Field as we wind up in the fourth quarter, 8:35 to go. Lakeside leads 29-0. Third down and extremely long for the Chiefs.
So it will be Key under center this time with an I formation behind him. Will be number 28, who made a big hit on its kickoff early in this game. He'll be behind him, but it's going to be Horn on a little counter option going around the right side. Nice run for Horn. He picks up about 11 yards out to the 39-yard line. And but it'll bring up third down. I thought that was, but it's third down now. 8:17 and counting here. No, fourth down. They're late changing it, so I guess Lakeside's going to go for it here.
Yeah, maybe they can put some defense out there and keep them from the end zone and keep this shutout intact to finish the game.
Pretty good sound system here at Reeves Field. Here they've played a nice selection of music all night. DJ Jazzy Robert Bennett.
You can call him that.
Under center, I formation behind the quarterback, Key. He'll take the snap. No, he's going to fumble the snap. The ball's still on the ground. Lakeside will cover it, but it's going to be a loss of a yard or two back to the 38-yard line. It was Dismukes on the fumble recovery, but that'll turn it over on downs to Meadowview from the 38-yard line. I believe that's going to be their best starting field position. They're actually going to have it closer to the 37, and that'll be their best starting field position of the night.
It's amazing how long the ball stayed on the ground before anybody covered it.
Yeah, nobody. It kind of got kicked around, and it got away from the quarterback. Normally you see a quarterback go after it on a fumble snap like that, but it went to the right, and he lost contact with the ball. So 6:43, the clock is rolling here in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel Henderson is the running back's name from Geneva County. He is committed to the University of Alabama. There's that
number 30 again.
Number 30, Wilkes. Not, and I don't know who. We don't know what he is. He's probably not a seventh grader. But it was a 4-yard gain on that play with 6:15 and counting here in the fourth. 29-0 Lakeside leads. And we'll have to check it and see. I believe they've got Crenshaw on the schedule next week. Chris, we'll just have to take a look at that and see where Lakeside goes next week. Yes, it will be at home, and they'll play Crenshaw Christian. So the competition level steps up. That pass is complete, but once again, running sideways and complete to 24 that time. Jalen Brown, and several Chiefs in on that tackle. And unfortunately, we're not calling all the names for these Lakeside Chiefs because we just don't have them on our printed rosters. Just a moment we'll try to give you, because I know that those young men would like to be recognized for their effort there on the field. It was Brandon Jackson was one of the Chiefs in on that tackle, along with number 24, who was Jaden Buchanan. There's some flag on the field. I think it's going to be a procedure once again on Meadowview. We'll wait and see what they call it. It's going to be dead ball, illegal participation. It was 12 men on the field for Lakeside, so that's actually going to give Meadowview a first down on that penalty. Under 5 minutes to go. It's 29-0 Lakeside. And, you know, a lot of coaches, a lot of teams really take pride in shutting out the opponent. Meadowview has not, quite frankly, come even close to scoring tonight. This is their biggest threat to score tonight. 27-yard line is 1st and 10 now for Meadowview. A lot of young Chiefs, a lot of 8th graders in the game. They dressed 9 8th graders tonight. Probably the majority of them are in the game. A throw is going to be tipped and incomplete, and there was one of those 8th graders to make a pretty good hit on the receiver that was a senior that pass was intended for. Martinez. It was Creamer, Caleb Creamer, who is a let's see, I believe he is. He's an 8th grader. He's a pretty good looking 8th grader. He's playing middle linebacker there. Got pretty good size on him for 8th grade. So if you look at this 8th grade class, Lakeside has some pretty good talent coming up.
You're right. This actually could be a really good building possession for Meadowview. If they were to manage to score here, this would, probably basically finish the game. But he's run more yards side to side with the flag on the play.
Yeah. He did score a touchdown. He kind of was kind of dancing into the end zone as he went into the end zone. Not exactly dancing, but kind of a little bit of a showboat there. But this flag, if it's against Meadowview, it will negate that. They're going to wave the flag off, call it a touchdown. So that was a 26-yard touchdown. I think that was
I think they wrapped it with a bow, a yellow bow.
I think so.
But that's okay. Like I said, this could be a really good building possession for Meadowview for what they go into next week, wherever they go, to say that, hey, we didn't get shut out. They've had a really bad season so far, and it gives them the opportunity to say, hey, we got something to work with.
That's true. You got to look for the positives.
I'm trying.
They're going for 2 here. Different. They're going to run a wildcat. They're looking to run to the corner, and he does not make it, I don't believe. Yeah, it was no good on that play. It looked like he might make it, but I will tell you one thing I have been impressed with tonight, Chris, is the speed. Lakeside's got pretty good speed on defense, and even on offense. They broke away. We saw Willis Jackson go for a couple of touchdowns. He had a 53-yarder. He not only ran with power, but he showed good speed also. A couple of other players showed some speed on some pretty good touchdown runs. Brantley Weeks, along with Lane Beasley. Lane Beasley, we've seen him on defense make several plays, but he had a touchdown run earlier in the game of 23 yards, and it was open, but he showed good speed beating the pursuit to the corner.
And Lane's only a 10th grader, so we've got a couple of more years with him and see what he can produce further down the road.
Well, that's right, and Brantley just a junior, so you got a couple of underclassmen that scored touchdowns here tonight. And then, like I said, we hadn't seen him really carry the ball, but Creamer, the 8th grader, we've seen him on defense. Caleb Creamer looked pretty good. He's a big kid for a skilled position player. So with a running clock here in the fourth quarter, we'll be, by the time this ball is kicked, we're going to be down under a minute to go. Not through the, well, so Meadowview ready to kick this ball off. As I said, we're under a minute to go here. Good win for Lakeside. They'll go to 2-1 on the season. They're going to kind of pooch kick it. It's going to be covered at the 33-yard line. And I tell you what, Chris, you don't often see a kickoff be the final play of a football game, but I think there's a strong likelihood with a running clock that and young players in for Lakeside, by the time they get this all figured out and get up over the football, that kickoff may be the final play of the game.
Yeah, they hadn't started the play clock. I think they're just going to let it wind it up for the homecoming game.
But if you're one of those little young guys, those eighth graders, you're wanting to get this ball snapped. You want to get a chance to carry the football and register a stat.
And they might make it.
I don't think they're going to. 5 seconds as the quarterback is the scoreboard is behind him, and he did not make it off. He did not get it snapped. It was going to be a wildcat formation to Creamer, the eighth grader, and that's the final play. And that was a very unusual situation, as we said. The kickoff was the final play of the game. Your final score from Reevesfield: Lakeside 29, Meadowview Christian 6. We'll play a few commercials here from our sponsors, and we'll wrap it up here from Reevesfield.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Deloach, Wingate & Company is a professional certified public accountant firm located at 102 Riverside Drive in Eufaula, Alabama. The firm has been in business for 30 years and has developed a number of firm specialties, including individual, corporate, partnership, nonprofit income tax returns, individual audit services, tax compliance and consulting, single audits, governmental audits, month-end reporting, payroll preparation, quarterly and annual reporting, and other general accounting and taxation consulting. Please call Deloach, Wingate & Company at 334-687-2108 or drop by their office for all of your accounting needs. Deloach and Wingate welcome the opportunity to support all of our local and surrounding schools with their athletic activities.
3.
So we're back. And Keith, wrap it up.
Well, a successful homecoming for Lakeside. Meadowview overmatched tonight. I mean, as we said in the pregame, in the Precision Body Works pregame show, Meadowview only about 3 years removed from playing 8-man football. Their numbers are down. They brought a small squad over here. Lakeside did what they needed to do, just like Auburn did against Akron and against Alabama State. I had to throw that in there, Chris.
Yes, you did.
Anyway, they came out, or against the opponent they knew they should beat, and they scored 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then picked up a safety in the early second quarter, and then played everybody, And that last touchdown, that was a kind of a gift to Meadowview just to put some points on the board. But a good win for the Chiefs, and they'll need it. It's something to build on as they welcome Crenshaw in next week. We didn't look up Crenshaw's record, but I'd be surprised if they're not undefeated. Crenshaw's good year in and year out from over in Crenshaw County. A lot of good athletes in Crenshaw County. When you look at the area, you've got Brantley High School down the road. Luverne's always pretty good. You got Highland Home in that area. Just up the road, Goshen's normally pretty decent too. So a lot of good athletes over there. It'll be a tough challenge next week for Lakeside. Ben will be back to call the game for Lakeside next week.
Yes, he will.
And so, Chris, good job tonight. We were just pinch hitting for Ben, and Ben's up in State College, Pennsylvania, trying to cheer the blue and orange Tigers to a victory tomorrow.
That's right. And I'd like to say thanks to Keith for stepping in. This would have been my first solo experience, and I asked him if he would step in. He's got a lot going on, but I appreciate him coming and kind of spearheading this thing tonight and giving me a chance to be a greenhorn.
No problem at all, Chris. I was glad to do it, and you've been a great help to us the last couple of years, helping us out in many, many ways to be able to bring both Lakeside and Eufaula football to everyone on Facebook Live. So, Chris, I appreciate your help. Congratulations to Coach Clements and the Lakeside Chiefs on a big win. Remember, tune in next week for a pregame show at 6:40, kickoff at 7 o'clock from Reeves Field against the Crenshaw Cougars. For Chris Wirtz, I'm Keith Brown, wishing a good night and a great weekend. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.